Oh my God, it's a child, and he's alive. Folashade, come and see the wonder of God.
The rain started as a whisper, the kind that taps gently on the windshield and makes a long journey feel cozy. "Daddy, are we there yet?" 4-year-old Sola asked, his small voice rising above the hum of the engine. His father smiled, glancing at him through the rearview mirror. "Not yet, champ, but very soon. You'll love the park. You'll see the swings, the water rides." "And ice cream?" Sola interrupted, his eyes bright. His mother laughed softly from the passenger seat. "Yes, ice cream too. Vanilla or chocolate?" "Both!" Sola shouted, and the car filled with laughter. The laughter didn't last long. The rain thickened suddenly, pounding harder, blurring the road ahead. The wipers struggled, moving faster, squeaking in protest. "This rain is getting serious," his mother said, gripping the armrest. His father nodded, slowing the car. "It'll pass, just a heavy shower." But it didn't pass. Water began to crawl onto the road, first like a shallow puddle, then like a moving thing, alive, angry. "Mummy," Sola whispered, "why is the road shaking?" Before either parent could answer, the car jerked violently. A roaring sound filled the air, louder than thunder. The ground seemed to disappear. "Hold on!" his father shouted. The vehicle was lifted like a toy. Sola screamed as water smashed against the windows. His mother reached back, trying to grab him, crying his name over and over. "Sola! Sola!" His father fought the steering wheel, then suddenly realized the truth. There was no fighting this. The car slammed against something unseen, spinning. Water poured in. Panic filled the small space. His father turned around, eyes wild but determined. He unbuckled himself in one swift movement and grabbed Sola. "Daddy!" Sola cried, clinging to his shirt. "Listen to me," his father said, his voice shaking but firm. "You're going to be brave, okay?" "I'm scared." I know. He pressed Sola tightly to his chest. "I love you. Mummy loves you." His mother was crying openly now. "Please, please." "There!" his father shouted, pointing through the rushing water to what looked like a rock rising above the flood. He kissed Sola's forehead once. "God will keep you." Before Sola could understand what was happening, his father flung him with all the strength he had. Sola felt himself flying, then pain, then darkness. When he woke up, the world was quiet except for the sound of water rushing past. His body ached. He was lying against something hard and cold. "Mummy?" he whimpered. No answer. "Daddy?" Only the river replied. He cried until his voice broke. Much later, strong hands lifted him. "Jesus, it's a child!" a rough voice exclaimed. Another voice, softer, trembling. "Alive?" "Yes. By God, yes."
Oh my God, it's a child, and he's alive. Folashade, come and see the wonder of God. Our joy is here.
Those hands belonged to a farmer named Babatunde. His wife, Folasade, fell to her knees when she saw Sola. "A child in this flood," she whispered. "Olua, thank you." They wrapped him in their clothes, carried him home, and nursed him like fragile glass. For days, Sola cried himself to sleep. "Mummy is coming," he kept saying. "Daddy will find me." Folasade held him every night, rocking him gently. "Sleep, my son. You are safe." After weeks turned into months, the cries grew quieter. The memories blurred, faces faded, years passed. "Baba, I'm late!" Sola shouted one morning, running out of the house with his school bag. Babatunde laughed. "Late for what? You're faster than the sun." Folasade adjusted Sola's collar. "Eat properly when you get to school." "Yes, Mama." He called them Mama and Baba naturally, without thought. They were his world. One evening, while shelling groundnuts together, Sola asked, "Mama, why don't I look like you?" Her hands froze for just a second. "You look like who God wants you to look like," she said gently. "But people say I came from the river." Babatunde cleared his throat. "People talk too much." Folasade sighed and pulled Sola close. "You came to us when we needed a miracle. That's all you need to know. But who was I before?" Silence stretched between them. "You were loved," she finally said, "and you are still loved." Sola nodded, though questions settled deep inside him like stones. He mixed with the family and other children of the family and the village. He'll follow his father, Babatunde, to farm, and sometimes go fishing with other children. 20 years passed quietly. Sola grew tall, strong, thoughtful. He worked the farm, went to school, became known as the farmer's son, kind, hardworking, steady. Yet sometimes, especially when rain fell too hard, his chest tightened. He dreamed of rushing water, of hands slipping away. One afternoon, a strange car drove into the village. 2 people stepped out, a man and a woman, older, faces lined with pain and hope. They asked around, showing an old, water-stained photograph of a little boy. Folasade felt her knees weaken the moment she saw it. "That boy," the woman whispered when she finally saw Ṣọlá standing by the barn. "That's him. That's my son." Ṣọlá frowned. "Ma, I think you have the wrong person." The man stepped forward, voice breaking. "Ṣọlá." His heart skipped. "How do you know my name?" The woman began to cry. "Because we named you." Babatunde arrived just then, sensing trouble. "What is going on?" The man bowed his head respectfully. "We've been searching for 20 years. Folasade's eyes filled with tears. "I knew this day would come." Sola's voice trembled. "Mama, Baba, what are they saying?" Folasade reached for his hand, gripping it tightly. "Sit down, my son." They told him everything. The flood, the miracle, the loss, the years of searching, the false report of death, the unending guilt. Sola listened, his world splitting open. "My father threw me?" he whispered. "To save you," the woman cried. "He would have died happy knowing you lived." Sola stood up abruptly. "No, this is not possible." He ran. Rain began to fall again, lightly this time. He stood alone under a tree, breathing hard, memories crashing into place. Hands holding him, a voice saying, "God will keep you." Footsteps approached. "Sola," Babatunde said softly. "Whatever you choose, know this. We never regretted loving you." Folasade joined them, tears streaming. "You are our miracle." Sola turned back toward the strangers, his parents, standing a distance away, afraid to come closer. He walked slowly to them. The woman trembled. May I hug you?" He hesitated, then nodded. As she wrapped her arms around him, something inside him finally settled. "I lost you," she sobbed, "every day." "And I was found," Sola whispered. That night they all sat together, 2 families bound by water, loss, and grace. "I don't know what tomorrow looks like," Sola said quietly. "But I know this. I was never abandoned." The rain stopped, and for the first time in his life, the flood no longer haunted him.